What's going on, you guys? Super excited. Thursday night. You already know what time it is. It's time to boss up. For those that don't know me, my name is Zarina Garcia. I'm an executive sales director with this platform. We have a team training every single Tuesday and Thursday night. Same channel, same time. Tonight, we got a special guest, man. And I'm just so excited to not only have him on here, but some of his teammates on here as well. Shout out to the entire team winning because of his leadership. And not only that, by way of this business, we became friends. Because I tell you, business partners, we start usually as strangers, right? And then you build a bond of just a straight friendship because there's so much respect. And then you consider yourselves family. And that's what it's about. It's about building that culture, and moving together in sync. One band, one sound, right? Just got off of a fire training with one of the top leaders, Tony Ballinger, and with Lakeisha Marion. Man, I'm pumped and I'm super, super, super excited. So what I want to do is before I introduce our guest speaker, let me tell you something. Screenshot needs to be your best friend if it's not already. All right. So with that being said, what I want to do is I want to share my screen and then introduce our guest speaker tonight. I created this in less than 4 or 5 minutes. And I promise you, screenshot is your best friend, okay? So I just created this presentation and I can't even lie to you. Shout out to Tony because she did a phenomenal training just now. And all I did was screenshot, email myself the slides, and here we got a PowerPoint presentation, okay? Now, what I need to figure out is how to actually make it big. Hey, Alfred, how do I make this big? Where it's like a slideshow.
Go to the left, I'm sorry, right-hand corner, Zarina. Right-hand corner, lower right-hand corner. Lower. And keep, there you go, that one.
Boom! Teamwork makes the dream work. Appreciate you. So you guys, listen, a lot of this information I just got from the training we just jumped off, and here we are into another training. So I encourage you, I'm not even computer savvy. However, I'm a student of the game. I'm always willing to learn. And if it's great information, best believe Zarina's gonna screenshot, email the slide, and make a PowerPoint presentation real quick, right? So how are we gonna 10X our businesses? That's exactly why we're here tonight, right? And this is gonna tie right into what our guest speaker, I know for a fact, does very well. And that is why he's on the top charts. So with that being said, how we are about to 10X our businesses, let's just be honest here. Everybody's an agent without a website. What are you talking about, Zarina? I don't care if they have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Twitter. Everybody is an agent without a website, especially Facebook, right? We hear it all the time from a lot of the top leaders. Put people on trial runs. But are we doing them? Most are not, right? The simple work, people find it very hard to do. Now, the goal is to have 10 to 20 people posting for you on Facebook, not every 4 weeks, not every 3 weeks, not every 5 days, every day. Closed mouths don't get fed. Look, if you guys are taking notes, please write this down. And I'm not going to take any credit for it because I seen it on Coach Stormy's story one day. Screenshot, and I just memorized it because it fits me. Closed mouths don't get fed. And lazy hands, they don't get no bread. Let's just be honest. Closed mouths don't get fed, and lazy hands don't get bread, right? So if you don't ask, the answer is always going to be no, right? The goal is to have 10 to 20 people posting for you a day on Facebook. If you don't have 5,000 friends on Facebook, you're missing the boat. You need to start reaching out to people every day. Everybody's your friend. We just covered everybody's an agent without a website. Show them how they can make money leveraging their social media platforms. Have a conversation with people, even offline. You could be at the grocery store pumping gas. Hey, how you doing today? Hey, let me ask you a quick question. Do you have social media? Yeah, I do. Do you make money on your social media? No. Would you be open to learning how I could show you how to make money on your social media? Absolutely. Look, what's your Facebook? What's your Instagram? Great. Hey, let's connect later on. Absolutely. Of course, they're going to be interested. They're not making money on the social media, right? So here we go. Here you have Kalia. You asked her to post for you, right? She posts. Mind you, this is all from Tony Ballinger. I can't even take credit for these slides. I just screenshot it just a minute ago, emailed it to myself, and made a PowerPoint presentation, okay? Right? So Tony, she had this young lady post for her. It led her to 48 comments, right? It led her then to who? A young lady named Shawnee. Shawnee, she went ahead, got started with the program. She posted, why? Because you always want to pique their interest, either A, getting their services for free, right? Boom. Can you please put this post up for me, right? Because I want to make sure that you're getting your services for free. That led her to 70 something comments. Are you guys seeing a pattern here? Because if you are, drop some money bags. Let's light up this chat. I like engagement, okay? Because let me tell you something. Easy work, people are not willing to do. Shani posted, that led her to a Q1. She posted, boom, 38 comments, so on and so forth. Again, get people to post for you, you guys. Super important. What are you having them post? Well, here's a lead generation post. Screenshot this. Trust me, that's exactly what I did too. I emailed myself and made a PowerPoint presentation. Okay. Look, these are some great posts that you can have people post for you. Can you post it yourself? Please put that in the chat because I'm asking the question, but I don't want to answer. Can we post this on our pages? Yes or no? Yes. Now, a lot of them, no. Why? Because we want to be compliant. We want to make sure that we're following compliance here, right? So some, yes, but to be on the safe side, no. You want people to actually post this for you. Why? Because you don't want to risk your business. This is how you're going to put food on the table. So these are great posts that you can post in Facebook groups. I'm talking about these posts will be lit. So your Facebook page allows you to have 5,000 friends, but in Facebook groups, man, there's unlimited people in these groups. 10,000 people, 50,000 people. I'm in a group with single moms. I'm in another group, Latinos. 25,000 on one, 5,000 another. Look, attract your tribe. Stop trying to be someone you're not. If you like dogs, go in a dog lover group, right? If you have people that have a lot of gray hair, I don't know, I'm just making things up. Get in that group. People are going to talk about the gray hair, okay? So you want to make sure that you're attracting your tribe, right? In addition to that, a lot of times the leaders are telling us to do shout outs. You guys, success leaves clues, right? Alfred Nixon, he has been doing shout outs since day one. But are we doing shout outs? Are we doing the work, right? So look, how to do an Instagram shout out. Well, here you go. How to do an Instagram shout out. Again, you guys, I literally just screenshot all of these slides, okay? You want to make sure that number one on your Instagram, right now, we're going to quickly move to Instagram. You want to make sure your page is set up. Would you join you? How do you look on your Instagram, right? Would you do business with you right now? See, your Instagram can't be looking like a straight billboard. You got to look professional. You got to look the part. You are a professional, like Alyssa Barnes likes to say, senior vice president. We are financial literacy consultants. Are you giving people value? Because if you're not, it's time to get yourself looking like straight value, because trust and believe you are valuable, but you must do the work within yourself first, right? So with that being said, start looking at the top leaders page. See how they look like, right? You know, you got top leader Tony Ballinger. You got top leader Everton Bryan, Brucey Rochester, the females, right? We got a lot of females. You can look on Ajay Hongo's page, Amina Rashid's, right? You want to be able to mimic what the top leaders are doing. Again, it's okay to be a copycat. Make sure you're copying the right cat. Make sure your stories in your page are intentional, right? Do you have money to, for a budget? Trust and believe. Once you get your 5 out the way, it's time to reinvest back into your business. See, I mean, a lot of people that are scared to reinvest back into your business. Why? McDonald's still does commercials. Nike still does commercials. So why aren't you making your own commercial, right? Set a schedule to do shout outs. They tell us all the time, do 2, 3 shout outs a week. If you can't do that, it's okay. Do 1 for right now, right? But put yourself on a consistent schedule. So as it says here, be consistent, right? How to find people to do shout outs? Well, to find people that do promotional, shout outs for individuals, right? All you got to do is go to the search bar and put promotions. And it's going to be a lot of people that pop up. I just found that out. I didn't even know you could do that. I literally just found that out, right? So best believe I'm going to do that. What I've been training my team is going to the magnifying glass at the bottom where you go to your Instagram, and that right there is your explore page. Find people with a blue check, as you see right here, right? Make sure that they have engagement in their comments. And the people with the blue checks, they're called influencers. They have been verified. Therefore, they have a blue check. So you want to go and find celebrities, comedians, influencers, TV show stars, hairstylists, makeup artists, rappers, people with high engagement accounts. All right. What do you send these people? Well, this right here, screenshot this. This is a shout out script, right? I got this from Coach Legend. Again, it's okay to be a copycat. Make sure you copy the right cat. Inbox these influencers. She got the blue check. Mind you, this was just today. Every day I do a power hour. We have another leader, Mr. Alfred Singleton. He does a power hour every single morning. All right. So the power hour would simply consist of different tasks broken down in an hour. And this is a shout out script that I sent to the influencer, right? Now, you guys, that was some of the slides that I screenshot from tonight's training. However, I'd rather bring even more value to you guys and hear from the horse's mouth. This gentleman, not only does he does what I just showed you, but he does this 100x, 100x. This gentleman, when I tell you, I have so much respect for him. We became really, really, really good friends over the course of time. For those that are working directly with him, trust and believe, don't ever take his time for granted. Appreciate his leadership, because here's someone in a completely different organization asking him to come train my team and other teams as well. This gentleman, he is so servant, he will literally take his shirt off his back to go and help somebody else. He's one of the top producing executive sales directors. I'm talking about knocking on the door to vice president. And his business is producing well over $50,000 to $99,000 every single 30 days. Straight boss. Look, he knows 100% of the information. But what I love most about this guy is that he really loves to help people. He didn't have to be here, but he said, you know what, Z, I got you. Send me the link. That's it. And that's just how he goes. That's how he moves. And look, iron sharpens iron. Real recognize real at the end of the day. So without further ado, we got top producing Everton Bryan on our training tonight. Take it away, boss.
Man, I just want to go ahead and just start doing some hand claps, because I'm like, God, Lee, I need you on every Zoom that I do, see. I need you. Mr. Singleton over there too, I need you. Y'all bring that energy, y'all be hype. I need you, because one thing I tell people, and we all hear from the top producers, high energy equal high income. So I'm definitely, I want to say thank you, Z. Just got to give it back to you for your phenomenal leadership. You know, guys, we had a simple conversation today. Me and Z, we jumped on a quick phone call, just checking on her to see how she's doing. Haven't talked to her in a minute, but see, that's what happened. She said it earlier. See, in business, strangers become family. Do you guys understand that? See, Z is not in my organization, like she said. I'm not here in organization, but this is somebody that I respect in the industry. Always reached out to her, pick her brain. She picked my brain. But guess what? I would not pass up the opportunity to share what it is that I'm actually doing with my team to come on here and basically let you guys know some of what we're doing. So one thing I always say, Z, before I even go any further, training is like a buffet line, guys. You guys are already working with top producers. Understand that the person that you're working with is in the position that they're in because they're already being taught by top producers as well. Don't just sit there and just completely throw away what it is that they're teaching you. You want to apply what they're teaching you. Sometimes we don't need a new script. Sometimes we don't need a new customer script. What we need to go out there and do is utilize what we already have and just go ahead and breed consistency. If you're consistent with it, you'll be able to get the results that you're looking for. So with that being further said, Z, let's run it, man. I'm ready. All right. So do you want to, ask me questions, or we're just going straight for it?
No, you can go straight forward, and then I'll go ahead and ask you some questions.
Not a problem, guys. So I don't want to be complete strangers with anybody on here. I want to definitely make sure that, I go into my backstory, why I got started, and what we've actually been doing right now to help a lot of people out, right? So like I mentioned before, my name is Everton Bryan, executive sales director with the platform. But guys, some of you guys are new on this line right now. You're saying, well, that's cool. Congratulations to you. You're an executive sales director. That's what's up. But guys, I wasn't always an executive sales director. Shout out to my people on here right now. That's an agent. I was once where you was. And the only difference between me and you guys right now is experience. And the only way you're going to get to where you need to get to is experience. Okay, guys? So with that being said, February 25th, 2018 was when I planted my flag. We got started with this platform. My great friend, Mr. Josh Caddiston, gave me a good phone call, and he asked me a simple question. Everton, how's your credit score? I told him my credit was a 451. Don't laugh at me. But I also asked him, what can you do for me? And he basically said, look, do you keep your options open to making extra income? I'm like, hell yeah, kid, who don't keep their options? Guys, when you're talking to people, understand everyone keep their options open to making extra income. It's a rhetorical question if you ask them that. Everyone keep their options open. The only reason why sometimes people immediately jump the gun and be like, nah, I'm good, I'm living good right now, is because they don't know what you're about to ask them, or they already feel like you're like coming at them salesy. All right. So yes, I kept my options open on making extra income. Needless to say, we got started with the program immediately. I didn't see a presentation. I didn't need to see a presentation. See, Josh needs somebody that I know, love, and trust. How many of you guys have somebody in your phone contacts right now that love, and trust, or that love and trust you? See, you don't have to sit here and convince anybody, guys. It's credit repair. It is credit. And do you understand that you're not the one that's fixing the credit? Elaborate that information across to them, or get your upline, I should say, your mentor on the line with you, so that we can get these results or information in front of them, right? So cut a long story short, within a month and 23 days, we was able to hit a position called sales director, right? You guys already know all that means is that my business was doing $10,000 in business sales. 5 months in a week into the business, we was able to get my credit from a 451 to a 720. That's a 269-point increase. So let me backtrack a little bit. I started making money with a company. Some people that you're going to talk to, they're going to say, let me see how my credit work first. Then I'll go ahead and start wanting to make money. Guys, do you understand that don't make no sense? Your credit did not go bad overnight. So your credit score isn't going to get fixed overnight. So it's best you come on board as an agent to supplement your income, so that while your credit is being fixed, you're getting two things. Your credit is being fixed and you're making money with the company. Within 7 months of me working the business, very part-time, spare time, we was able to fire my boss, September 21st, 12:45 p.m. See, they always say you remember events that happen, whether it's tragic or whether it's excitement. See, this was an exciting day for me. 3 days before my 30th birthday, walked away from the job, and we've been building ever since, guys. We've been showing other people how to buy their financial freedom back. See, one thing about me when I go out there in the fields, I just want y'all to understand this mindset that you got to have. Before I go out in the field, one thing I do, I make sure that my mind is equipped. first thing in the morning. So now we start jumping on this 8 a.m. Zoom call with Erica Sanford, regional vice president, that's killing it. And I heard, if I heard correctly, Zarina said that Alfred also do the same exact thing in the morning with his team. Understand that you can't go out there, guys, and help people if your mental is not in the right place. That's very important. So I make sure that my mindset is correct every single morning before I go out there and get to work. Spend that first part of that morning on you. Stop grabbing your cell phone for as soon as you wake up, you're grabbing your cell phone. Nah, have some you time. I'm not sure if anybody is religious here, but pray, be thankful for that day. Understand that you have another opportunity, another 24 hours to get up and go make it happen. What if you didn't hit your goals yesterday? Guess what? God granted you another favor to get it done today. Be thankful. So that's what I do. I get up, go out there, and I get it. See, my mindset is whoever run into me today, they're going to be excited that they saw Everton because I'm about to change their life. How many of you guys are going out there with that same mindset? See, guys, everything that I do, it starts with my mindset. Posture, everything of that starts with my mindset. Because see, when you have that posture, when you're confident in what it is that you're doing, you're not going to go out there and second guess anything. See, type of one in the chat if the company has helped your credit score increase so far. All right. And do me another favor. Type a 2 in the chat if you started making money with the company so far. I don't care if it's $30. I don't care if it's $1,000. I don't care if it's $700. Shout outs to you guys. See, all I'm seeing is 1s and 2s. So all that's telling me is that you guys, 1, got your credit repaired so far with the company and still getting it repaired. 2, you've made income so far with the company. So can we all agree on a scale right now, the company works? Correct? So if we all know that the company works, guess what we have to do? We have to go out there and now we have to get the work. Does that make sense, guys? I want to make sure you guys understand where I'm coming from. And Zarina, I'm going to ask you a favor because I want to share my screen with one conversation I had tonight with this young lady, because I want to make sure that everybody understand and see exactly what I'm talking about. Because I don't want to just come over here and talk to you guys. I want y'all guys to see exactly what I'm talking about, right? I have a young lady on my team. She's a tax preparer, right? Her name is Tracy Worthen. She's on this Zoom right now. I'm 100% she's on this Zoom right now. See, I'm going to tell you guys what happened. We talked to a lot of professionals, right? And it's 2 things that happen. They're either coachable or they're uncoachable. There's no in between. They're either coachable or they're uncoachable, right? So one thing I want to do, oh, you may hear the host, thank God. So this is what I want to actually do also. Tracy, if you don't mind, if you're in a position where you can actually talk, just let us know. If you can't, it's completely fine. I'll gladly tell your story, right? But I want you guys to understand, she got started with this program last week, Tuesday. We got on a Zoom on Wednesday, put the game plan together. Friday, she got her first enrollment, but she didn't end it at 1 enrollment. See, at the end of that Friday, she had 7 enrollments. She had 3 brand new agents and she had 4 customers. I told her, congratulations. Now we need to go to the next step, which is senior field trainer. See, a lot of people will say, well, senior field trainer, I got to get 2 field trainers. Tomorrow is Saturday, is the last day of the volume month. But guys, do you understand urgency is everything in our business? See, she was willing to play along with the game. So I was willing to let her know that I'm going to help her. That's not a problem. So Tracy, if you could unmute your mic for me real quick, let me know.
Hey.
There she go, boss lady. So as I mentioned, guys, she's a tax preparer, killing the game, newly promoted senior field trainer. And what I want you to share with people, just share your quick story of what you experienced so far. And guys, don't drill her. She still don't know a lot. She's just been duplicating everything that we said. So Tracy, if you don't mind, just give a quick background, a quick story real quick so that people can understand, what it is that we've been doing.
Well, I think that the key really is being coachable, like you said. My tax business, a lot of people don't realize is actually a franchise. So I started my own franchise, and I've had a lot of experience with dealing with franchisees who don't listen. They just don't listen. And when you don't listen to someone who has a turnkey operation for you, you really you stay in your own way. And so I'm very coachable. And I listen to Everton because obviously he's very successful in the same business. And so to me, it doesn't make sense for me to try to go in and start, doing my own thing when he already knows what works. So he put a lot of pressure on me. I'm not going to lie. And I told him when he told me I needed to get him a certain amount of agents, and it was 1:30 in the morning, and I needed how many more agents? 3 or 4 more?
3.
3 more by 3 o'clock. And I honestly was looking at him like, he's crazy. Like, it's not happening, right? But after I hung up with him, I was like, you know what? Why not try? I'm going to do it. It's 1:30 in the morning. I don't know who's up, but I'm going to go on social media. I went on Facebook and I went to see whose messenger was active. And then I also went in my phone and I started thinking of like some of my younger clients that I know wouldn't really mind me texting them, at a crazy hour. I mean, they text me at crazy hours about their refund. So I figured I would, pay them back. So I texted a few people, are you up? And I ended up really, closing all of those deals in one day. And so for me, it really is, the support is everything. The support from Everton, the support from my team leaders, Tyja and Roy, is everything. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without them, So that's number one. And then number two, the information that they're feeding me is, it works. So I'm willing to, play the game, as you put it, and go along with it. And I got my first check and I'm very pleased. And, I don't really know what else to say other than really just follow your leaders' leads, and that's it. And don't feel overwhelmed and don't feel like you can't do it, because you really can, as long as you put the time in. Some people might say, oh, it's easy. It's easy to a certain extent. As long as you do the work, it is easy. You just have to do the work, because it's not like it's easy to be up at 1:30 in the morning trying to close three deals, with agent deals, that's not easy. But I was willing to put the work in until it was done. And I got my 3 agents after 1:30 and the rest of them during the day. And I was very, very excited and proud of myself and grateful to Everton, Tyja, and Roy, because they encouraged me and supported me throughout it all.
Man, absolutely, guys. That's simply right there. You want to know the recipe? Right there. Be completely coachable and be willing to play the game. Thank you very much, Tracy. And I can't wait to see sales director knocked out. I'm not going to put the goal out on the table, but just know she's fastly approaching that, and it's a brand new volume week. Okay. So guys, the next thing that I want to share exactly what it is that I actually say to Tracy at 1:30 a.m. after we literally did a Zoom at 1 o'clock. As soon as we got off the Zoom, I called her back on FaceTime on the phone, and I let her know. I said, Tracy, look, it's okay if you don't want to hit senior field trainer. I'm glad she's on here because she can unmute anytime to say what I'm saying. I said, it's okay to hit it next month. However, you've come too far in this short period of time to not hit it. Does the $80 pay raise sound better than that $60 that you first got? Because that's $140 combined in 2 days. And she said, absolutely. So guys, if you're taking notes, here's what I want to actually say to you. It's called favor, help, why, try, right? What we did was we went with a favor approach. It's not the whole, this is the cost, this is this is that, none of that. It's a favor, help, why, try. What was the favor? See, Tracy reached out. I said, Tracy, don't worry about posting anything at 1:30. Ain't nobody on Facebook looking at 1:30 talking about they want to become an agent. Get what I'm saying? I said, Tracy, people in your phone book right now that love and trust you. We're going to deal with that. We're going to find 3 people from that. So what she ended up happening was the favor. What was the favor? Hey, Everton, look, I need a huge favor, right? What's going on, Tracy? What's the favor? See, I wouldn't be calling you at this time of morning, 1:30 in the morning, if it wasn't important to me. See, as you already know, I've been helping a lot of people throughout the years with taxes, right? Like yourself. Absolutely. See, I've actually started a new endeavor and I added credit repair to my books. And I'm looking to help a lot more people to get their credit fixed, right? I'm one new agent away from getting my promotion done. And I couldn't think of anybody that would help me more at this time than you.
Everton, you got a host too, by the way.
Oh, yeah, you're good. I'm not sharing the screen yet. It's a conversation that me and her had. And once she did that, basically, once they said that, they said anything, absolutely. See, She already got them to want to help her to accomplish this. You guys get what I'm saying? Because she led in with that favor, she asked for help, and she have some influence over these individuals. So guess what? They're willing to do anything, right? So she never led with a 188, she never led with a 288. She just said, I need that urgent favor. And then basically what ended up happening was she shared it, they enrolled, they became an agent. Why? Because I'm not looking to say, hey, Tracy, man, that's too much money. Man, I'm willing to help my friend. I'm willing to help you to get that one agent that you need to get that next promotion done. See, some of you guys right now have people in your contact books. You have sales directors, you have senior vice presidents, you have pinnacles in your contact book, but you make that phone way too heavy on you. Start calling people. It's too much people in this phone book that they'll be brave enough to hit you up. Hey, cuz, can I borrow $50? You need to hit up them same people and say, I need a huge favor. You know that they don't got no money, right? Guess what? Put them on the trial run for you. Serena spoke about it. Put them on that trial run. Have them post for you. It's very important for you to actually learn how to leverage. So once she did that, she went out there, she was able to close 3 people. But here's what I want to share with her situation. At 2:45 a.m., she closed the last agent. And guys, this gentleman was in the club. And she used that same approach. He left the club and he like, I'll do anything for you. See, some of y'all got some people right now that would be willing to do anything for you. But here's the first thing that we do. We prejudge. Oh, such and such ain't finna do this. See, how are you approaching your people? Are you a salesman or are you somebody that's approaching them to create value? Some of you guys know right now that you have that cousin or that close friend that's in a situation where they say, hey, I need extra income because I'm looking to purchase a house next year. Or I need to get my credit fixed because X, Y, and Z. Or you just talking to people when they say, hey, I need to get my credit fixed. Hey, I could get you right for 188 with no meat, no value on the inside. You didn't put any seasoning on that. That's like, I go to Publix, I buy raw meat, don't clean it, don't wash it, just put it in your face on a big plate and said, hey, dinner served. Nah, you got to go through the process, guys. Some of you guys don't want to get on the phone with people. Oh, that take too long. What the hell? Are you serious? Do you understand that we get paid? We get paid just to talk to people, just to post something on Instagram, Facebook, just to ask someone to tag somebody for you. Do you guys understand what we get paid to do? This is cake. It's simple. And overall, it's a numbers game, guys. Like, stop making excuses. You talking to 3 people for the week and not getting any enrollment shouldn't be the reason why you quit. That means that why that you put on that launch sheet and said, this is my why, this is the reason why I'm going hard. You was a liar, you a fraud. Let me tell it to you right now. That means that, oh, I got aspiration, I got dreams, I want to help my kids to reach the goals that they need. You lied to them. You lying on your kids. You a fraud. See, some of you guys are taking excuses way too much from people. I got to go think about it. I got to go sit on it. I got to go talk to my spouse. I love that I got to go talk to my spouse one. This is where people think I'm disrespectful. Now, I don't care. And you guys tell me if I'm disrespectful or not. You're going to go talk to your spouse. Y'all plan on getting that house. I ain't meant for that to rhyme, but y'all can check it off, right? You want to go talk to your spouse because you want to go get a house, right? For you and your future family or your current kids that you have, right? And your spouse credit is probably a 7-something and you're in the 500 and he said, babe, we need to get your credit fixed. So you get the information. Now you're going to go talk to your spouse about, hey, babe, I got some information. Should I get my credit fixed? What if he said no? Is you going to sit on it until you find somebody else? Or are you going to go make that educated decision yourself? Because here's what I want y'all to know. Guys, a lot of people I talk to in my DMs, you know what they're going through? Divorce, bad breakup. So what if that man say no, or what if that woman say no, and then y'all separate because of financial situation? Now you're in the dirt. Now that process that you was going to start on 2018 is now 2021, 3 years done passed. Stop taking people excuses. Start challenging people. Trust me, it'll work out way better. And y'all can hit me up on Instagram, y'all can hit me up on Facebook, y'all can get my phone number and tell me how it worked out for you. Be bold, be big, be convicting about your goals. Understand that you have huge goals on your plate. It's a reason why you got started with the business. You didn't spend $288 just to sit down and be a cheerleader for Zarina. You didn't sit down just to sit there and be a cheerleader for Tracy or Neff. You got started because you had your own whys, your own goals. Get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen real quick. Z, let me know if you can see my screen. Hold on. I think it's shared. Can you see me, Z?
Yes, sir, we live.
Perfect. So I just want to show one conversation. And see, guys, get yourself an accountability chat. Get yourself an accountability partner. See this right here? I don't know if y'all can see, but this is Eugene Fan. This is Mike Burgos in here. This is Bruce Rochester. We all hold each other accountable. And if we're not hitting our goals, guess what? We slap each other around. Yes, these are my mentor, but we hold it like we're all agents. It ain't no ego in there. Does that make sense? We all hold each other accountable. And if we're not producing, guess what? We're gonna pull you up about that. So I wanted to share this real quick. I started off this Jesus Christ, what is it called again? Ad. Jesus, help me. Right? So me and Zarina spoke before this, and Z, you remember, because I want you to be my witness to this. Remember, I told you I don't even run ads no more. Right? I don't run ads no more. So what I decided to do was, just because I know I was coming on this training tonight, I wanted to run an ad just to see how much leads I could get, how much people I could talk to, so I could show you guys some conversation. So 2 people hit me up. This young lady hit me up. Let me see something. As you can see, she haven't opened the email yet, or the message yet, right? This was one of them. She's asked for details. I went in with my script, hey, thanks for inquiring and repairing your credit. Tell me about your credit first. What's your credit score? Then this young lady hit me up. Let's scroll all the way back up, because I want y'all to see the whole conversation for yourself, so y'all don't see that I'm not holding out nothing. She said, me with a whole bunch of E's, right? Same exact script, guys. Hey, thanks for inquiring and repairing your credit. Tell me about your credit first. What's your credit score? She said, super bad, 497. Guys, I want y'all to see where I'm going at with this. All I did was kept on going in with the script. Are you aware? Can you kindly check to see if there's any collections, closed accounts, all that good stuff, right? She then went and insisted and said, it's weird on Credit Karma, TransUnion shows 612 on my credit score and 497 on Equifax. All right, cool. I don't have collections. So this is the next thing that I do, guys. Some of you guys have scripts, but you got to learn how to send voice message. People relate more when you start sending voice messages. Why? Because they want to know that you're a real person. All right. So instead of me sending the next line, all I did was send her a voice message, and we started having a conversation. She said, sure, that's the plan. How much do you charge? I'm not sure if somebody could unmute just to let me know if y'all could hear this.
I hear you.
I'm going to break down the whole pricing and everything for you. I just want to make sure that I'm answering your questions as far.
You can hear that, Z?
Yep, loud and clear.
What we do and what's the items that's on your credit that can help you with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a screenshot, log into your Credit Karma, and I want you to send both of the screenshots for me for both Equifax and TransUnion, okay?
So basically, y'all see the question she asked. How much does it cost? I want her to know. I didn't even start explaining anything yet. So I let her know, look, I'm going to go into that information. However, first, I need to know what's going on with your credit before, so I can be able to give you some information on what we can actually do to help you before moving forward. So this is what I do with everybody. I go ahead and send a screenshot, because sometimes people don't know none of this information right here, guys. I'm gonna keep it real with you, right? They'll tell you, oh, I only got one item. All right, cool, no problem. So I sent her this screenshot, and she sent me this. Once she sent this information to me, I was able to break it down. So just for you guys that don't really know what this is and what this means, this is your 5 factors when it comes to credit, right? So 65% of our credit score, we are in complete control of. Now, what does that mean? Your payment history makes up 35%, and your credit card utilization makes up 30%. So that's the 65. So I like to break these 2 down immediately to people. You know what I mean? So she's okay, 93%, that's fine. But that just simply means she has a late payment on her credit. So she don't have to tell me that. That's me knowing and understanding the 5 factors. Also, her credit card utilization is supposed to be 30% or lower. Hers is at 91%. So the first thing I see right here is you need to actually bring down your credit score, your credit card utilization down to 30%. It's very important for her to learn that and understand that. See, these people don't know none of this stuff. So when you break it down for them, you're educating them. Now you're not just some other credit repair person. Now you're not just some other person saying, let's get my money out of my pocket. See, now you're teaching, you're elevating someone, you're enhancing their knowledge. Now they're like, oh, snap, this person knows what's going on. So the second thing that I see immediately is what? 0 derogatory marks. You know what that's telling me? She don't have any negative accounts. However, it is something that she has, but she said that it wasn't showing up on her credit. So I'm gonna show you guys what I did. When I saw that, I broke down that information, educated on her on that. That's what these 2 voice clips was, just letting her know exactly about the credit my rent and what we can do to go forward, right? So I'm not rushing the process. See, a lot of people would sit there and be like, okay, so this only person could just get credit my rent, you know, X, Y, and Z. So I started asking different questions, right? So she said, sorry, she wasn't able to understand, you know, the last part. Do you think it's possible or will or it will help if I try to remove the closed account and the inquiries? So she started letting me know about closed accounts and all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, so you got some of that. We can definitely help with that part, right? So I went ahead, I sent a voice message again, just confirming all of this, right? And she said she just bought a car and the 17 inquiries just basically came from day running her bank account, or yeah, her credit to 17 different banks. That's going to drop her credit score. So I let her know that we can definitely help her out, right? So I explained to her the process. Here's the process. This is how it works, right, guys? So she said, sure, I'm interested. I haven't applied to anything, you know, all that good stuff, right? So I said, great, no problem. I went ahead. I explained to her again about the credit, the percentage of the credit card, making sure that it's 30%. You're currently at 91%. So I reiterated to again, because she never responded to that. So I wanted her to understand that you have to pay that down. It's very important. And then what I normally do, I normally ask what's called closing questions, right? You always have to assume the close, right? So before I did that, I asked her again about renting and if she's been renting for whatever. She told me I'm currently renting for the first time since November. So previous to that, she was living with her family. So this is her first time actually renting and all that good stuff. I said, cool, no problem. So that means you just only have a couple months of renter's history. And I went ahead, I forgot exactly what I sent into that voice message. Sorry guys, I did not just mean to do that. Adios míos. Oh, here's assuming the close. So she explained everything to me and all that good stuff. See, she's laughing, she's in good spirits. Because I'm sending voice messages, I'm messaging back and forth. So this feels personal to her. This is not just somebody just messaging. Now I'm saying, hey, it's 188 to get started. You guys see that? All right. So this is all I did. Do you have any questions for me before we begin the process? Very important question. She said, just the price, to be honest. I already know she asked about that before. I want her to say it again. Just the price, to be honest. I'm a single mom. Basically, she meant to say single mom, guys, right? Really struggling to get through every month. What you guys think that I heard when she said that? Forget the 89. Now I'm hearing, we need to get you going for 288. Let me show you how you can be able to make some extra income, right? So I'm going somewhere with this. I normally lock them in first as an enrollment because sometimes when you explain the business side to people, you don't get an enrollment for customer or enrollment for agent. So I enroll her. I logged her in. This is how I logged her in. I said, no problem. I completely understand. Once you enroll, this is just my closing script. Once you enroll into the program, you will download this app, right? That's the app. Make sure you have the app saved in your, what you call it, because a lot of people that's going to ask you, how do I know that this is not a scam? When you already sent it, you can answer that question later. So let me continue. Okay, yeah, you download this app so that it can make our transaction or transition of me activating your account smooth, right? It's usually 188, and guys, it's cool. You can put whatever you want to put right here. I put it's usually 188 if I'm looking to enroll that person just for the 89, right? And get them that $100 savings. So it's usually 188 to get started, $89 a month each month after that for however long you want the service. It's not a contract. However, we recommend that customers stay on the services for 3 to 6 months. See, I have this as track record. So when somebody lie on me, say, oh, you never told me all of this. Hey, look, it's right here. You know it was right there, right? And also, like I said, we are running a promotion that a lot of people are taking advantage of where you can get yourself started today for $89. Today, what? Only. See that? Sense of urgency. So if you come back to me tomorrow, it's 188. You want to go sleep on it? Cool, 188 tomorrow. But for today, only 188. Or I mean $100. You save yourself $100, right? Get started for $89. Let me know if you would like to move forward. I would send you the online enrollment form so that we can get the process started. That's it. She said, what? Sounds good to me. You want me to download the app now? I sent her a message. I said, download the app now. I'm about to send you the enrollment link right now. That's what I did. Here's the enrollment link. Boom. She signed up. She sent me the screenshot that she's done, right? I said, are you available to talk so that I can help you to activate your account? Now, of course, this is me over the phone, but here's what I want you guys to understand, and I'm going to wrap off with this, and Z, you can ask me anything that you want after that, right? So, oh, let me just stop sharing the screen because my screen look weird, right? So the one thing that I did as soon as I got on the phone, I started explaining to her the services. Do you have any questions for me so far? Started breaking down everything. She was like super excited. She had eye energy, right? So I immediately matched. Y'all got to pay attention to the situation. I immediately matched. So I'm like, man, how long has it been since you've been looking to work on your credit? Started asking her off the wall question. And while she was enrolled in everything, activating everything, I said, how simple was that? She was like, man, it's very simple. Soon as she has finished activating everything, guys, I said, so if I could show you a way you could get your credit work done for free, would you be willing to know more information? And she was like, hell yeah, absolutely. And you want to know why I wait till the end? Because I want her to go through the process herself and see how simple all of that stuff was. And I said, what if I tell you that everyone that enrolled, this is all you have to do, help them to activate their account. Would that be okay? She said, yeah, I didn't do anything hard. So I started asking her, guys, so let me ask you a question. What do you currently do for work? She said she works at Bank of America. She's been at Bank of America tomorrow make 1 year actually that she's been at Bank of America. I said, man, congratulations, happy for you, right? And I know that you said that you're currently struggling each and every single month. Why is that? She said, because I'm a single mom. I have an active 1-year-old, right? So I don't have anyone to help me. And fellas, we got to do a better job, man. She called him a deadbeat. We got to do a better job. We all have parents or kids, and then we just not in our kids' life. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, sometimes it be the other way around. We all know that. We all know sometimes it be situations, right? Circumstances. But cutting long story short, she's blaming him. All right. So for this conversation, she's blaming him. Cool. So the first thing I said, well, let me just share with you exactly what it is that I do. And guys, I just went over the information. I let her know how much you could get after each and every single enrollment. You get what I'm saying? You make $100 per client. And I make sure she understands that everybody's not going to sign up for 89. I broke it down to her, let her know it's 188 to get started. However, I saw that she said that she was going through a certain situation, and I definitely wanted to help you out to get started for 89. And she's like, man, that's amazing. I really appreciate that. Guys, needless to say, 9:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, we have an appointment to call corporate because we're going over to payment to upgrade her as an agent. It's already in the books. But see, what I did was I made sure she saw everything with her own 2 eyes before I upgrade her to an agent. See, some of you guys, you think that it's hard to get an agent. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, get good at the customer script, and I promise it'll be so much easier for you to upgrade people as an agent. Because what do we offer? We offer a protection plan membership. If you learn how to master and explain the protection plan membership, letting somebody know for $100 more, you can upgrade as an agent. For every customer you enroll to the program, you make $100 per client, right? And also letting them know you're not the one that's fixing credit. The company's doing all the heavy lifting for you in the background. Does this seem like something that you can do? Can you post information on your social media as well? See, and here's the key. Can you refer me to people that want to get their credit fixed? I never say anything about it that want to make money. You want to know why? Because certain verbiage turn people off. When you get people to start, when you start putting paychecks in people's pocket, like for example, Tracy, I'll say it because we're all leaders on here, right? Tracy made $832 in 2 days. She realistically made more than that, but that other 900 didn't hit that check. Tracy is in a new volume month and she's already dropped 7 agents this week. Why? Because Tracy want to know, Everton, how do I get a sales director? I'm going to coach and show Tracy how to get it done. See, stop telling people what to do and start walking hand in hand with your people and show them what to do. Because I'm going to tell y'all something right now. If y'all out here preaching to the choir and telling your agents, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that, they're starting to look even more closer to see what are you producing. You telling me to go get agents and customers, but I ain't seen you drop an app in the group in a whole week. So you got to start showing people how to get these results and stop telling people how to get results. Does that make sense, guys? Awesome. So Z, I mean, that's all I had for right there. If you definitely have some questions for me, Queen, I'll definitely answer for you, man.
You guys, light up that chat. Listen, he done lit that up. Everton, that's exactly why you on the top producer charts. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Everton Bryan. That's straight dropping the mic right there. And let me just say something right now. He says something very key, okay? Learn how to read the customer script. If you're brand new, use your mentor. Have them do a three-way call. And it's okay to be brand new. It's okay to tell the person, hey, I'm a brand new agent, right? And leverage your top executive. Why? Because you're still training, you're still learning. A person's going to respect that you told them that, because you want to make sure that they're getting the information delivered the right way. So him saying that right there, it just set me up for this right here. I asked this young lady, should be willing to actually speak and share this, right? Shout out to my top producing sales director, Bryan Venters. But this young lady brought in brand new agent, also tax professional, right? Very successful in her field. This young lady, same concept, brand new, right? Shout out to you, Tracy. Congratulations on all your success so far. But I have this brand new, listen, without no doubt in my mind, she will be one of the next vice presidents in this company, and I'm speaking it to existence. So hopefully she's still on the webinar tonight, but her name is Mozella. She is just on fire. I'm super, super excited. Mozella, if you're still on the webinar, go ahead and unmute yourself really, really quick.
I'm here.
All right, excellent. So ladies and gentlemen, Mozella, as I mentioned again, she just got started. So please welcome her into, our family in the chat. This young lady was on a three-way call. And you know what? Let me not take the shine away. Please, can you let everyone know what occurred to you just today?
Okay, first and foremost, I want to thank you, Zarina, for bringing me in. I want to thank everybody for bringing me in as family. And I'm just going to give a quick testimony. I ain't going to be long because I'm in the process of cooking dinner at this time of night. Y'all don't judge me. Anyway, literally, real quick. So for the past year and a half, I've been working on my credit by myself, okay? Got a few student loans, a couple repos, so on and so forth, okay? So in doing that, I wasn't seeing no success. I reached out to one company, I didn't see no success. So Bryan Venters, my business partner, right up under Zarina, Bryan reached out to me on Facebook. And I'm not gonna lie, I blew her off a couple times. Well, last week, I woke up 9 o'clock in the morning and I shot Bryan a text and said, look, today is the day. I want to get started. What do I have to do? She hit me back. We got on the phone. We began to chit chat. She let me know what all I needed to do. Then she put Zarina on the phone. And it really encouraged me because it let me know where I was and where I'm going, not to be so hard on myself because, we as people can be really hard on ourselves for some of the things that we have went through and, things that we're trying to do. And, just building my business as a tax professional, mobile notary, a loan signing agent. I believe in investing in self. So I was like, okay, this is another avenue for me to be able to help not only my clients, but other people that, are looking into credit repair. So I went ahead, I got set up as of last Thursday. Okay. My first weekend, I'm doing the videos, Bryan sending me over scripts, Zarina sending me over scripts. But I'm gonna break it down like this. The first day Bryan told me, she said, Mozella, this company is really about duplication. If you duplicate exactly what me and Zarina do and other people that's within the company, she said, I promise you, you'll succeed. Within the first week, you should have at least 1 to 2 clients because I believe in you and I believe you could do it. So I'm not gonna lie, you guys, like a couple days ago, I didn't see a client really, I couldn't see it for today. So I was like a little antsy. I was like, oh my God, am I really gonna get a client? But I am gonna say this, the first day I duplicated everything that Bryan told me to do. On the first day, I got a client that said, listen, I wanna get started. but I can't get started until next Thursday. Mind you, that was last Thursday. Okay. Last Thursday that I got signed up as an agent. Today, I signed my first agent up. And I was so thrilled because I really did everything that Brea and Serena told me to do. Okay. Not only that, you know, it was rewarding, very rewarding to be able to see, not only are you helping somebody with their credit, you know, through the company, but now you're helping this person gain income, you know, something that they probably wasn't even thinking about doing, but now they have an extra stream of income. And after that enrollment, it intrigued my husband, because my husband was like, yeah, babe, I think I want to jump in too, you know, so that's something else that I'm looking forward to, you know, within the next week, 2 weeks, if that. So I just want to tell everybody that's on, that's new, you know, definitely duplicate your upline. Don't deviate from nothing, you know, utilize your 3-way calls. You know, don't be afraid to utilize your 3-way calls. I was really afraid today. I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna say afraid, but I was very nervous because I did my 3-way call. And after Brea helped me with the 3-way call, she had a live, so she had to jump off. Well, guess what? She left me to do the credit part, actually setting her up. You know, so while I'm setting her up with UCES protection plan, you know, then guess what? I took the initiative to upsell. Now, mind you, I have a background of hospitality, so I know what it's like to upsell something. Okay. So while I'm sitting here enrolling this lady, you know, I'm talking to her about the advantages and the perks of the company. And so, you know, as I began to talk to her about the advantages and the perks, you know, she sat there for a moment, she thought about it. She was like, you know what do I have to lose to be an agent and build my credit at the same time? And so, and I told her, nothing. You really have nothing to lose. You have everything to gain. And she was like, you know what? Go ahead and sign me up as an agent. I believe that within my first month, I could bring in 5 people. I know many people that want to get their credit restored, you know, and she was like, and on top of that, I could make money and have fun, you know. So, you know, I just want to take a moment to say thank you again for the strategy, because it works, you know, the belief system and the support. Just like he said, Tracy said, you know, it's really about the support. You know, when you have a strong line of support and somebody backing you up, and that accountability, it makes you push. It makes you push to your goal, and it makes you not want to give up, because you want to see yourself get where you want to be, which is your goal. And I'm looking to be vice president. Y'all, I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna get that. You hear me? So good night, you guys. Thank you.
Wow, you guys, she's brand new. She's brand new. Ladies and gentlemen, powerful Mozella, thank you so much for your testimony. I already know, listen, following the leader, Brea is phenomenal. I got to give it back to you, Brea. I mean, I have so much respect for you and your growth, and just to see what you've already been able to do with your leadership, leading to top producing sales director Lonzel Cash as well. I mean, you guys are going to just be blowing things out the water already in 2021. So really quick, you guys, we actually have another guest. All right, look, when I tell you, I don't play around when it comes to bringing value. I don't play around when it comes to bringing value. Why? Because we all are valuable. We all deserve it. And it's all about working together to get to the top. They say it's lonely at the top. Look, there's enough room for all of us at the top, but how hungry are you? We will never want it more for you than you got to want it more for yourself. Trust and believe. Each and every single one of us has a story, but are you ready to really impact other people's lives with your story, right? With that being said, I got a gentleman that I have so much respect for him. When I heard his story, I cried. I was legit crying because it's powerful. And what he's been able to do with this business is just, You just gotta throw your hands up, straight up. And when he speaks, you just gotta listen. So for those that have been discouraged, you gotta hear this man's story. But what he's been able to do with his story and just his hunger for more is just phenomenal. He's a top producing vice president. That means his business is doing well over $100,000 to $249,000 every single 30 days. I have to lean in real quick, okay? Every 30 days, you guys, he's just amazing. He's a servant leader. Again, we're not a part of each other's organizations. However, we're family. And if y'all don't already know this, look, we are familia. We're family, okay? So with that being said, top producing vice president, thank you for jumping on, for blessing us with your presence, Mr. King Anthony Leslie. Ooh, and he's sharp too. Look at that.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah.
What happened?
Happy Thursday, everybody. Man, listen, I'm sorry. You know, I had another training before this and I had to look the part. But you know how it is. Sometimes you gotta, when you feel good, you look good. You know what I'm saying? So, man, Zarina, thank you for this inviting me on here. Man, listen, don't take this superstar time for granted. She really works hard. She said I got an awesome story. Her story was like, bro, I don't even know how I can already top that. But thank you. I'm just chiming in on late. I caught Mr. Everton on here, dropping the gems as well. If you are being mentored by this gentleman, please do not take his time for granted. This guy here, listen to me. What I'm talking about, mental toughness, prosperity, like, yo, this dude got it. Y'all don't understand. I know it's been a while since we really chat up, Everton, but we know we got to talk again. But, bro, listen, when I tell you, do not take the gentleman time for granted. He is a servant leader, and I have definitely a lot of respect for him. So for those of you who don't really know me, my name is Mr. Anthony Leslie. I'm originally from Miami, Florida. I currently stay in Atlanta, Georgia. Been here for about 7 years. And my story, I'm going to tell you like this. My credit dropped down to a 482 because I had to bury my son. Something tragically happened, you know, and I never really told this story before, but my son caught pneumonia, and it turned into a brain infection, and that's what made him transcended to heaven. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this, that was the most tragic situation I ever experienced in my life, to see my son had to really go to heaven. And to be honest with you, when he did transcend into heaven, he transcended 3 days before his birthday. And that was around Christmas season. That was transcended on the 13th, and his birthday is on December 16th. So you can imagine how my Christmas was. And but you know what? My credit dropped down to a 482. I had a lot of angry prayers with God. There was a time that I lost faith. Put a 1 in the chat if that was you before. You've been in a situation where you had multiple angry prayers with God, because we all want to answer. We all want to know what to do, how to do it. Man, Z, I see you tearing up. Oh, I'm not trying to tear up right now. That's what I'm trying to be strong to even explain this. But I've grew a lot to really get to this point. I really had a mental battle with myself. And around that time, Bruce, I ended up getting connected with Bruce. We know each other for a very long time. To make the long story short, I was $15,000 in debt with medical bills, late payments. He told me about this awesome company. I wasted no time. I got started. Within 45 days, my credit jumped up 115 points. 70% of my medical bills got deleted. Within 4 months, my credit went from a 482 to a 704. Now, I got started with this business. I wasted no time because I needed the cash. And within my first 2 weeks, I got promoted to a field trainer. And I got stuck there for 1 whole year. Now, Some people would have given up. Some people were like, you know what, I'm going to go to a job, but I did not do that because when I saw it work for Mr. Bruce Lee Rochester, I was like, I know it's going to work for me because I saw his transformation and we've been friends for a very long time. So I stuck in the game. But there was one thing that was holding me back from me moving forward. And that was my mindset. So I'm letting you know, whatever, if you're a new agent, going to get promoted, wondering what's going on, why I'm going through so much of no's, why all this is happening to me outside of my life, why would it happen to you? I want to let you know God gives his strongest battles to his strongest soldiers. That's why you're going through that right now, because great things you're about to be doing in life, and the enemy is trying to stop it, because what you're about to do in life right now, oh, it's going to be massive. It's going to be an impact. And if you believe that you're going to be an impact, put hashtag impact in the chat, because that's what we're about. We're going to do an impact. So what I want to go ahead and share with you is that I was going through some things, and I was going through something called anxiety attacks. So I will drive on the road, it could be down the street, and I would think something is going to happen to me. I'll have my son in the car with me, and I'll think something's going to happen. I'll think I'm going to die. I'll just have these thoughts in my head of just circulating. You can't have, one thing about what I've known in Journey, you can't worry and worship at the same time. I want y'all to hear, I'm gonna repeat that again. You can't worry and worship at the same time. You're not gonna get any results with that. You're not. I had to go ahead and change my mindset. So I'm gonna go ahead and share something with you. I'm not gonna keep you out too long, but whatever you're going through currently that no one doesn't know, and it's okay, you're a human being. But what I want you to go ahead and I want you to go ahead and take this screenshot, because this is some very important information I'm about to go ahead and share with you. If you're trying to get promoted this year, or you're trying to make more money this year, or you're just trying to make a big financial change this year, listen, what I'm about to go show you right now, I need you to apply this in your journey. Because sometimes I have to apply this in my journey, because I go through battles myself too, and sometimes I got to sit back and read again, because sometimes you got to do that. So your mental energy is waiting for your directions. So here's some steps to train your mind. Number one, you got to recognize your predominant thoughts. And I'm talking about the self-talk. You know, I don't know if you're the kind of person that talk to yourself. I be talking to myself sometimes. You got to be careful with that when you're successful in the business, doing something you never did before. Each time you think of something negative, ask yourself that this is what you want to manifest. Ask yourself that. Because this is serious, powerful. Your tongue is a powerful thing. That's the reason why we got our teeth in front of our tongue, because when you open it, hey, listen, everything comes out of it when you talk. So focus on a single thought for 17 seconds each day at 10 seconds without distractions. Listen, it's going to be tough in the beginning. Why? Because you're doing something you never did before. You got to be patient with yourself. This is considered reprogramming your mind from limiting belief and to thoughts of abundance. Each day, create a mental economy for yourself. Your mental energy is your investment into what you want to receive back from the universe. So whatever title, I want you to put, what title are you trying to achieve for 2021? Are you trying to hit SVP? You trying to hit Pinnacle? Are you trying to be Executive Vice President? I want y'all to claim it. And if Zarina is your mentor, Zarina, you better take these notes, because you're gonna use it against them in the future, right? What you're doing right now is putting what you manifesting what you're putting on this chat right now, whatever you're trying to be. So, number 6, this is very important. Your vision is more important than your reality, everybody. I'm gonna tell you like this, during the process of you being successful, you want to be going through a lot of battles. Every battle is different from everybody. But when you go through this, you gotta say to yourself, your vision is more important than reality. That meant a lot to me. Why? Because I was still grieving about my child, trying to build my business. And I was going through a lot of personal things at the same time, trying to build my business. But I had to say to myself, man, your vision is more important than reality. You see why a lot of people quit all the time? Because their reality became more than their vision. That's why they quit. Until they realize, man, I should have never did that. Now you back in the trap where you working, you're not making enough, you just overbroke. And you give up on your business. Now you're seeing all the people who you started with, they all living their life, going on vacations on a Monday. Remember, your thoughts will test you and try to relive in your mind again. I want you to, every time you have something in your mind that's triggering you, think of you in Costa Rica or somewhere with a nice waterfall just washing over your body. Think of something that will make you feel good. That's how you want to remove the bad thoughts out of your mind. Trust me. Now, here's a 7-speed manifestation. Whatever notepad, go to Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, get yourself a small notepad. And on that notepad, I want you to write manifest now. So number 1, I want you to write, I've manifested blank and I am so happy. Write that 100 times. I'm gonna tell you like this, true story. Last year, I was approaching 1 year I was approaching 2 years of being part of FES. And I said to myself, June 9th, which is around Father's Day month, I'm going to hit vice president. I was writing I'm going to be vice president 100 times. True story. I don't know where the paper is at because I moved, but I wrote it 100 times. And I'm telling you no lie, I was able to hit vice president in June. I remember when Everton called me, he texted me, he was like, bro, I know you hit VP. And I'm like, bro, I did it. I did. Trust me, it happened. Trust me, you got to write it down. Number 2, say every morning. Every time you wake up in the morning, say every morning, I'm going to receive good news in the next 24 hours. Just say good news. It could be you find $100 on the floor. It could be somebody paying for your groceries at the grocery store. It could be any good thing. Long as this is good, you got to say it every morning. Number 3, repeat. Thank you, universe, for giving me blank. If you want to make $10,000 a month, I need you to say that, hey, thank you, universe, for making $10,000 a month. This is true story. When I started with this program, I used to work for this company called True Green. And I was pushing lime on pretty much wealthy people property. I mean, when they got acres and acres of land, I'm pushing lime in the hot sun. And I'm gonna tell you like this, I was saying to myself all the time in the hot sun, thank you, universe, for giving me $5,000 a month, because that's what I wanted to make at that time. I just wanted to make $5,000 a month. Spend 15 minutes visualizing what you want to happen. Bedtime or the morning time. What I like to do, sometime in the night when I go to bed, I like to look at cars. I love cars, so I like to look at a lot of Lamborghinis, Ferraris. I've never driven those before, but I want to. I just love those kind of vehicles. So what I like to do, I like to go ahead and look at videos and just watch them. Now, my mom tell me all the time, do not watch the news at night. Why? Because when you watch the news at night, do you get any good? You don't hear any good news out of there, right? So what's going to do? When you watch the news at night, you're going to have a bad day tomorrow morning. Why? Because your mind is registering all that. So if you watch something good and positive at night or in the morning, that's going to determine how your day is going to be. So send love out to what you want to receive. So when you see people who's getting promoted, send love out to them. Even if they pass you, send love out to them. Why? Because you're putting that energy out there for it to get right back to you. Do physical activity that works best for you and repeat your affirmations at the same time. I hope y'all got a screenshot of this, right? So here's another money manifestation that you're going to say every day to yourself. You can choose which one resonate with you out of the 7. So number 1, affirmation: I am rich with creative ideas. The universe pays me for my visions. I am rewarded, paid, and provided for by the universe. Number 2, money flows into my life. No matter what's going on, I always notice that money easily and effortlessly flows into my life. I get more than I need and supply, and it never stops. Number 3, my income doubles, triples, quadruples constantly. It is coming from all directions at a high rate of speed. Number 4, my business attracts a lot of people. So many people are showing up, paying me for my services, talents, and time. People are being aligned to me right now. You want to manifest now? You need to say your affirmations right now. So people are being aligned to me right now so I can help them and get paid doing it. Number 5, abundance around me. I was born naturally abundant. Say it in the mirror. Say it out loud. People gonna call you crazy, but you ain't crazy, because when you start making that money, they were like, oh, okay, I see why you doing what you're doing. You feel me? Number 6, I attract successful people in my life who's teaching me what I need to know and connect me with the greater opportunities. Number 7, my energy is productive and lucrative. I put out and receive back in large quantities. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know whichever one resonate with you, but choose one of them, choose 3, choose 4. Just say it immediately to yourself. And last but not least, your imagination is your powerhouse. I really want you to look at this picture, because this picture really does mean a lot to me in this, because I was this kind of person. I was trying to find out, what is my talent? What am I good at? What is my purpose in life? Because I didn't really know a couple of years back. But when I did start to find out, guess what? A lot of these powers start to unlock. They start to come out. And that's what this picture resonates. Everything that you do is all mental. Everything that we think, feel, is all mental. It's up to you to how you react to it. So your real power lies in self-control. And the reason why it lies in self-control, because you're going to be going through things that's going to try to push you. What you can constantly imagine is what you're playing out emotionally and creating into your life. So if you talk to somebody that's always in a bad mood, always tired, they're just snappy, it may not be towards you, but it really was something going on in their mind emotionally that they need to address. Build your own mental ecosystem. If you're trying to rebuild your business, revamp it, reconstruct it, rebuild it using fresh new materials and ideas. So listen, if you want to manifest $1 million, if you want to manifest 25,000, if you want to manifest just a change in your life, if you want to manifest freedom, put hashtag what you want to manifest. If you want to manifest, like, listen, I want to get a legacy, traveling what I want, write it down. Give yourself more possibilities of something going right rather than something going wrong. I used to be like that. Number 4, I used to be like, man, what is this going to happen? What is this going to happen? Why? You gotta walk by faith, not by sight. Everybody hear that all the time, but listen, that's why I say you gotta give yourself more possibilities of something going right rather than something going wrong. And always remember, last but not least, you are a walking blessing, because this business that we are right now, you blessing people. And when you bless God's people, you want to get it back 2 times better. So keep blessing people, everybody. I hope you found value in what I was provided tonight. even looking at this again, it just really get my mind back together. But listen, it happens to people, y'all. It happens to me too. And sometimes you gotta refresh your mind with looking at this again. So that's my time. I hope everybody appreciate it. Thank you, Z, for inviting me on here. Much love and blessings.
I mean, what do you say after that? You guys, look, light up that chat. Thank you so much, Anthony, man. That is powerful. Every time you speak, it's just amazing. It really, really is. I have one question for both before we close out, right? Because when I tell you I'm all up in everybody's pages, I'm all up in everybody's pages, okay? And you can see the transformation, right? And this goes to Anthony and to Everton, right? This business, can we both agree, or can we all three agree that it's a personal development with an income attached to it?
Absolutely, 100%.
Big facts. Yep.
Big facts. Okay. Looking at your page, Anthony, and looking at your page, Everton, would you say that you guys are the exact same person that you are today, 3-4 years ago? If you were to look at your pages and pictures, could you see the difference?
100%. King, if you want, I could go for you first, because I know you just did a whole bunch of talking. You can relax your chest a little bit. I got you, bro. So just to let you guys know, I actually want to piggyback on that before I answer. I'm gonna say yes, of course, I'm a whole changed person, but I want to actually share something with you guys. I started my MLM journey going on 10 years. Somebody is having a loud feedback, Z. I'm not sure who is it, but I started this journey November 15, 2011. That's how I got started in the industry. I was in a different business called ACN. It stands for All Communication Network. All right. Now, I'm gonna let y'all know. Z, can I take the gloves off? Just to be completely straightforward. I was a street dude. Straight up. You ain't gonna look at me right now and say, oh yeah, he's associated to the street. You're gonna look at Everton right now and say, oh man, he's always done business. He's so jolly, right? But I'm keeping it real with y'all. I was always a street dude. King Anthony is from Miami, so he know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to, I wasn't friendly. If you ain't in my circle, I don't want to talk to you. See, in Miami, guys, when we walking up and down that sidewalk, we not saying hi to the person next to us walking on that sidewalk. We keep it moving. See, I got involved in this industry and I completely immediately learned that I needed to change my mindset if I was going to ever be successful in life. See, we went to in ACN, they had convention 4 times a year. I put up 5. See how dumb I am? 4 times a year, right? And this is exactly what jumped out to me. I will never forget Charlotte, North Carolina. It was snowing. I was in my suit and I was walking down, going towards the Epic Center. And this gentleman to my group, he was like, man, you guys look good this morning. Good morning. Have a great day. And I was appalled. I was like, man, people talk to people? That was weird to me. And understand, guys, it's people that's getting involved in this industry with that same mindset. They don't talk to people. So don't feel as if like, man, that person is weird because you've been doing personal growth and developing yourself. Don't ever forget where you're coming from, right? And Z, I'm gonna end it with this. See, guys, I had so much personal growth to learn. See, my first 5 years and 6 months, guys, y'all ready for it? Some of y'all started off FES a month ago and you ready to quit. See, my first 5 years and 6 months, I made $100. In 5 years and 6 months, I made $100. How much y'all would have quit? Type of 1 in the chat. It's okay. Type of 1 in the chat. If you would have quit, you could type of 1 in the chat. Keep it real. See, this is what stood out to me though. See, my mind wasn't where it needed to be. I wasn't ready to lead some individual talk about financial freedom. Y'all get where I'm coming from? See, what stood out to me immediately was I needed to develop myself, guys. That was the most important thing that I learned. So when I left there, and guess what? The individual I told y'all introduced me to here, he was a successful individual in that company, Mr. Joshney Caddiston. So when Joshney called my phone, he didn't need to pitch me or sell me on what the opportunity is because I was already praying for an opportunity. See, so when I left that company and Joshney hit me up, it was a complete no-brainer. But here's what I want y'all to know. That company taught me how to structure personal growth, how to build a team, how to talk to people, and how to connect. Get what I'm saying? So when I came to FCS, some people would hear me saying I went sales director in a month and 23 days, and they immediately start taking themselves back. Oh, you lucky, E. Nah, see what you didn't see. See, the leaders always talk about stories, right? Don't compare your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 33. We on different levels. And it's not because I'm better than you, it's because I've been working on myself 5 years and 6 months prior to me having success in the industry. You'll hear Alfred Nixon say it. He was an ACN too. He was what we call an executive team leader, ETL. And guess what? I've seen Alfred packing out events. Y'all hear how he's passionate about packing out events? He was always packing out events, but Alfred wasn't making money, guys. So when he came here, he already developed those traits. Why you think he's so positive or so excited and passionate about whether you know what you're doing or not? Get excited about promoting an event. That's the number one thing he had in that company. And guess what? He brought it here. And what is he still passionate about? Real estate. Who's packing out the room? See, we developed this years ago, but people is looking at us and saying, man, you guys are lucky. No, we're not. We paid a price. We sacrificed. But here's the ultimate truth, guys. We're always learning. I jumped on this Zoom tonight to give some information, but guess what? I don't jump on training thinking I'm better than anybody. So I'm here ready to receive nuggets, and I sure as hell did. So with that being said, King Anthony, you got the floor, brother. I hope you got your oxygen back.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, E. You know, to piggyback off of what he was saying, you know, of course, I could relate to what he was saying from the streets. Yes. I did things that I don't glorify, and what made me stop is because I had one of my friends, he ended up getting shot, and it was bad that they had to cremate him because it was really bad. And that was a really turning point in my life. When I got started with this business, it's funny that Z mentioned that, because when I look at all of my pictures, and I remember the time when I really first started, and I had create my first picture, like try to create a flyer. I'll tell you no lie, I got a blazer. It wasn't even a fitted blazer, and I just took it on the wall, and then I just put some filters, and I created a business card. And I mean, listen, I had boxers on, and I had a blazer on, and I just took from the waist up, and I was just trying to just be creative. But you know what? I'm glad I went through those moments. Why? Because I appreciate where I am now. And you know, like I said, when I got to a field trainer, I got stuck at that title for 1 whole year. Literally, a lot of people who started after me, they all surpassed me. And yeah, of course, you know, you're entitled to feel, man, like, man, what am I doing? But you know what? Your process is your testimony. And every process is different from other people. And, you know, just like Everton process is different from other people. But you know what? Because his testimony is so powerful, is because what he went through during the process. And same thing for me and for Z as well. And I changed a lot, man. You know, mindset is really powerful. I'll be honest with you, that what I've created and what I presented to you, that was based off what I experienced and all the books that I was reading. Now, when I went through that grieving process with losing my child, it was easy for me to grab a bottle. It was easy for me to go ahead and smoke a joint, but I didn't. You know what I did? I picked up a book. I could have killed myself, but I didn't. I picked up a book because I said, you know what? What I'm going through is going to change a lot of people's lives. It's going to impact their lives. I don't know what anybody's going through. I don't know. This training that Z is doing, she just randomly just texted me. She was like, yo, Aunt, jump on right quick. I didn't really know, but I did it. I probably jumped on because, you know what, there's somebody live who's going through something right now, and I done said something that resonate, you know what? You're going to be a whole different person tomorrow morning. So it did change me. One thing I can really say is just embrace your process, man. Get love, embrace it, because if you don't appreciate the process now, you're not going to appreciate when you really have the income and when you really have the freedom. So and that's really about it, Joe.
I appreciate that, man. You guys, both of you, I love you both like brothers. You know, in the eyes of the Lord, we're all brothers and sisters through Christ, you know. So I appreciate you, Aunt. I appreciate you, E. You guys, phenomenal, straight up. So before we go on and close out, I love each and every single one of you. I want to go ahead and bring on my brother from another mother to close us out. I got a lot of respect for this gentleman, top producer and regional sales director, again, in another organization, but we family. I got to say that again. We family. So if you're not treating your business partners like your brother, like your sister, you missing the boat. We family. It's not, oh, I got another one. No, care what they going through. It's a birthday. They got a son. Know their son's name. Know the wife's name. Know the husband's name. We family. Start acting like it. So with that being said, again, top producer and regional sales director, Alfred Singleton, to close us out.
Man, Z, if I would have had a minute, I would have brought on that Rocky music. Dun, 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 dun. When I tell you this call was fire. Look, I'm telling you, I want to give it back to you, Z, for everything that you do. Like you said, we are fam. You know, I remember the first moment I met you, it was an experience because we just connected just like that. And, you know, I think some people may have said that, but I know for sure that always nonstop work together. We partnered up, man. I've looked up to you in so many in multiple facets just because of how you grind. Like you grind like nobody's business. Like you grind like you just want everything, right? Sometimes, man, I talked to a friend of mine, and a friend of mine said to me, I said, hey, Marvin, I said, how much do you want to make? He told me, he said, look, Al, he said, I want to be filthy rich. And the thing is, he didn't say he wanted to be filthy rich just because he loved money, but he said because he wanted to create some legacy and wealth for his family. He said, I'm doing this now, but I don't want to have to think about this later. I want to be able to set something up for my children's children, right? But in the right way. And I'll just say, when I was young, it was a Bible verse, 1 Corinthians says, when I was a child, I talked as a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put away childish things. And when you become a part of this business, and I guarantee you with Mr. Everton, man, and Mr. Anthony Leslie, man, I really respect these individuals in multiple facets as well. Seeing them in their element and doing what they're doing and what they brought tonight was so powerful. I'm just going to say this to everybody. If you didn't take notes, you really missed out. I know Z recorded this, but we're literally going, if you need it, she's going to make it available to every individual so you can go back and write notes, take notes. I'm going to send this to some of my agents. I promise you this. I'm sending it to agents that weren't on here, to let them know you need to listen to this. I have some specific agents right now that need to hear this information, need to hear these testimonies. So I appreciate your testimonies, your stories, everything that you brought. I just want to end off by saying this, because they already said everything. I'm just going to say FES Mastermind, right? If you have not registered for it, then you need to get on it. Quit playing, quit wasting time. The GoPro FES Mastermind event is this Saturday, March 27th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Stop procrastinating, stop wasting time. You need to go ahead and sign up. It's a free event. Eric Worre and his wife literally came on, and Marina came on so that they can offer this information with Alfred, with Nicola, with Ashton, and with every one of our top leaders, really bringing some fire for you Saturday. So you need to register for this call because it's going to be amazing. I'm super, super excited about it. I'm messaging old agents like, hey man, if you do nothing else, you need to jump on this call. I don't care what you do after, just jump on this call right now. Because if you get them to the information, I promise you some things would change. So with that being said, this call was fire tonight. I love every single individual. Like we said, me and Z are like family. This whole team, we work like a family. And I pray that your tomorrow is going to be even greater than today. Let's go.
Let's get it. Have a good night, you guys. God bless you guys. Let's go. Week 1. Let's close it out strong.